At the end of part 7, Bengie had just been admitted to a soft tissue specialist referral vet, where he was hospitalised for 5 days for treatment for surgery complications after a cancer removal. Before we could see him, the vet had to talk us through what they'd been doing and what we needed to do when we got him home. We are about to show a graphic image. So this was the wound when we got the referral to the specialist that we'd been asking for, and this is what it looked like when we picked him up from the referral vet. Let's take a look at his notes. It says on their first examination they could see that the wound was 10 centimetres across and that there was E. coli in there which was resistant to antibiotics. The same day, they did a surgery that left him looking like this. It removed all of that nasty tissue. They took another swab, flushed it, cleaned it and covered it up. On day 20 and day 22, they removed that bandage, flushed, repeated, covered it up. And this is how it was on home day.
I can't believe I'm getting it. I'm so excited.
I'd shake your hand, but you're gloved up.
Right.
But no, honestly, thank you. Thanks so much. Oh, kiddo, let's get you home. Yay! It's like, get me out of here. Bengie and foster mum Marion were so pleased to see each other, and he was really glad to be home. But his road to recovery was far from over. We had many more highs, lows, tears and frustrations along the way. But in this moment, we were just celebrating him being home. He had 2 days of rest, with his bandage being checked 4 times a day before he had to have his next bandage change and cleaning. To help us do it, we had veterinary nurse Lexi come out to his foster home, and we'd sent her this instruction video from the vet in advance so she could familiarise herself with what we would need to do. We were going to have to take this saline and spray it all in the wound. Next, we had to take an entire bottle of Prontazan and slosh it from the top down. We would then have to take one of these sterile swabs and use it to gently clean around the outside of the wound. Next would be the Prontazan gel, which would be trickled down from the top to cover the full thing. Then we would take in a leave-in dressing, cut off the corners and place it on top. More swabs on top of that for padding, and then came the really tricky bit. We'd need to use this tape and weave it in and out of the suture loops, then back the other way until it looks a little bit like this. And then some tape to finish off. Now, all of this is easier said than done, especially when he's conscious. In the hospital, this had been done under sedation. So Nurse Lexi had her work cut out.
It wasn't staying on, it was soaking wet within a couple of hours and it was awful. How are you doing?
It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
So.
And eventually, look.
That on the skin ripping with the suture.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll stress in a second and have a look.
Whilst Marion was distracting Bengie with some low-fat chicken, Lexi and I got to work removing this dressing. These loop sutures were working to keep the dressing on, but it was pulling his skin.
Oh, it's pretty struck through. See? Oh, that's looking better.
How are we doing?
Still a way to go yet. I'll show you pictures after.
Okay.
That one doesn't look great. There's a little bit of pus.
We just about managed, but we knew for the next one he needed sedation and the help of his GP vet.
How long do they normally do this for?
And not so long, because then they go on to the Prontazan.
And you're happy with me using the whole bottle?
That's what she said, yeah, for the first week, do the whole bottle and then half a bottle after. During the appointment, we got a phone call from the referral vet who had the results of his swab test. Not only did he have E. coli, he also had contracted MRSA, which, as you may know, is also resistant to antibiotics. It's not good news at all. Around a month after his original op, this is how it's now looking.
Once you start getting skin, that's a good thing.
That is 1,000,000 times better. That new skin was very promising, and his foster mum was so proud of him. Day 33, and we were really keen to see how that wound's getting on.
Fell asleep with a toy in his mouth today.
It was very cute. I did put that on Facebook. We started to feel as though there was a light at the end of the tunnel, and we were so glad that he didn't need to be sedated to do this anymore, because it was taking a toll on his body. It was time to flush with that saline, and then in with that horrible Prontazan that was dripping down his leg, and he didn't like that sensation at all.
I think it's more the fact it's running down his leg.
Yeah. It was really important to keep washing Bengie's onesies all the time while we were getting rid of that MRSA, so he had quite the wardrobe building up. This day was just a home visit to get a photo for his vet, and the next day he was back at the practice for another dressing change. Oh my god, look at that. It's even smaller.
It's looking really, really good.
It is. And it was nice to see that his foster carer was feeling much better at this point as well, because things have been really tough for her too. Back to the clinic on day 37, and it's looking like this. Day 40. Day 43. Day 46.
Full.
Wow.
This might be the last dressing.
Oh, fantastic, Bengie.
So, stitches coming out today?
I'm quite superstitious.
Okay.
I just think if I do that, something happens. Let's wait till it's all done.
His next appointment came around. It was day 49, and we were so excited to see how it was looking.
Oh, looks
my God.
lovely. So let's take the rest of these stay sutures out now.
Bengie and his foster mum were really looking forward to getting back to their walks. Let's see how much closer they are to that on day 53.
Yes, nearly.
This, I think, could very well be the last one.
We all really hoped it was, because he was so ready to get back out enjoying himself.
What Mum's got for you?
There you go. I think 'cause we just got those spots there, it just giving time for all the scar tissue to heal.
Harden up.
We kept up with the dressings to be on the safe side. Foster mum Marion took Bengie for his first little walk round the cul-de-sac, but she knew that it had to be a slow process. The next day, she called to say there were some little red marks she wanted us to look at.
Just worried about that little red bit there
I
and that
see.
little red bit there.
Well, I think let's clean it, put another
Yeah.
dressing on.
We sent photos to his vet, who said to cover it back up and rest him. So it was back to the sofa in his onesie. It calmed down again, so he had a few minutes having a sniff around outside the front of the house. Lots more rest. He got back to helping with the recycling. On day 71, we were gutted to see this message from Marion in his wellbeing team group chat.
Probably would say just salt water.
So it was back to the vet and another new onesie. A frustrating development, which meant more strict rest. And just like that, we're heading into April, his 4th month of recovery. Hello, I'll bring you some meds.
What'd you say?
Your little turbo tail.
That's it. Oh, look, it's a little mark on it.
Oh yeah. Oh dear, yeah, it started weeping again. It just looks like the skin's come off of that middle part. Well, if I give him some biscuits, he'll spin his bum round and you can have a look at it. What do you think?
A little bit red.
So there you have it. At the time of posting this, you're up to speed. He'll be seeing his vet today, and we'll fill you in very soon.